This is my favorite breakfast spot. Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I am Farah. I am an artist and a student still at Art Academy. And yeah, I make sometimes like art vlogs and things like that. And today I wanted to start the video with doing some intentions together. I have my journal here and I have like a new way that I feel like has been working. I think my manifestations, like a couple, have come, and I feel like they started to come once I started doing this. And the way I do it is that I write an intention and then I think the words in my heart and then I think the words in my mind. So I actually think it very like wordly and then after that I visualize it, and I just do this for like a couple seconds. So let's do some together. Okay. One of my intentions is I make beautiful music that I love. So first I write it down, then I say it out loud. Okay, which I just did. I make beautiful music that I love, and then I think it in my heart. I think it in my mind. And then I visualize myself doing it and like making it. Yeah. And that's how I do it. And let's do some other ones. I also like to do, I feel in such a creative flow. I feel in such a creative flow. I am confident. And I love being me. Yeah, I always just do like a couple, maybe like 4. And yeah, like I just write the intentions of things that I want to either, you know, put more work into, like making music. I really want to put more time into it. And by, I think, making it very clear within my mind and doing this every morning, then you kind of remember that it's something that you want to do. Takes kind of like some blocks away to start, because it's something that's part of you and something that, you know, is like, yeah, part of your identity. I also wanted to talk a little bit about, because oh, I will close the window actually. I forget I live on a very busy street. What was I saying? I wanted to talk a little bit about like doing all these different things and all making them like a part of your identity, and that it's kind of difficult when you enjoy a lot of things. Like last night I went to a dance class. It was like a feminine hip-hop class and I really liked it, and it's something like very new for me. It was like my 3rd class, and yeah, when I like leave, I'm like, oh, I want to do this more often. And you see also like the other girls, like, or boys, but mostly girls, like you see them dancing and they look so confident, and you kind of feel like, oh, I want to be also more like them and have that energy kind of like as a part of my identity. So then it's something, so now it's something that I want to put more time into. But I also like, I'm an art student, so obviously I make art, which is mostly like films and performances and sound art, which is already like a lot, all those 3 things. And then yeah, like I said, I also make music and I sing and I play some electric guitar and I have a piano that I never touch. And I also like roller skating and I have this YouTube channel. And what are my other hobbies? Also, I love to do yoga, and I also put a lot of time in like spiritual things and just, you know, writing in my journal and self-care and these type of things. And it's just a lot to... This is cranberry juice, by the way. Yeah, so it's like a lot, but then at the same time, like, I don't want to deny any part of my identity to myself, because I feel like if I would do that, I would not be happy. Oh yeah, I also do theater class on Tuesday. Why was I forgetting that? I love theater as well. It's like a lot. I do think like in the end, they do all influence my art, and if I'm happy, then I can also give more energy to the world, either by art or by just, you know, myself in my life. And yeah, but sometimes it can feel a little bit almost discouraging, because for example, like my family, they, like, not my close family, but like a little bit further away, they just know that I'm in art school, so they think like, oh, maybe she paints, like maybe they don't know my work, but my work is actually more closely related to theater. But for some people that's difficult to understand, because it's kind of like on the line, because I make performance art and most people don't actually know what that is and think it's more like Marina Abramovic, and it could be, but for me it's more like storytelling visually and with the body and with music, and it could be in any shape, and it could also have an installation. But so yeah, sometimes can feel like people want to put you in a box, but... And then like, yeah, this even happened like because I did an exhibition through my mom's friend, and I showed a film there, even though normally I don't really make films so much, and I sometimes do, but I don't love it. It's not my... I don't see it as the main part of my art practice. I showed a film because it suited the concept of the curation, and also because the film is just, you know, you bring a USB stick and you're done, kind of. And like doing a performance makes it like a big thing, and I didn't have time for that. Yeah, but now this curator, or like the friend of my mom, we were talking, and she was thinking of a new curational project, and she was like thinking of me now as like an artist who makes mostly film. And I really had to tell her like, no, I actually mostly make theatrical work, like so that she also, you know, that people think of you in that sense. But I think it's difficult because not everybody will be there to see all those different aspects of you, so people will think of you in one way, and that's kind of difficult like in the art world. It's good if people think of you like someone in my class knows that because I showed her like all of my art, like sound art, and she was like, oh, if I ever need someone to make sound for my video or for my like a film, then I'll ask you. So she thinks of me now as like someone who could make sound. So if she needs somebody, like she'll think, who does sound? Oh, Farah, you know. And that's really nice that you kind of want people to think of you and to kind of have you in that box. But if you have like so many boxes, a lot of people are gonna put you in some box that you sometimes only are in, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just something that is difficult, because I think maybe I do have to advertise myself more in the box that I want to be in the most, which I do think is more like performing theater side. Like if someone has a project and they need performers, they need like sound artists, and they need like people who design the installation, like even though I also make installation, I would prefer them to think of me as someone who could be like performing in their work, you know? So yeah, it doesn't matter also if people think of me in some way, because I can be that for you. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, maybe you relate. Today I will be going with a girl in my class. We're gonna meet in the park, and because we're thinking of collaborating on a performance project together. And then we will also, because there is like an open call for a festival in Amsterdam, and we want to apply to that with our project idea. We don't really have an idea yet, kind of still figuring it out, but it has something to do with headstands. And so what we're gonna do today at the park is doing our headstands together and like picking things up with the floor with our feet, just playing around. And so yeah, that will be fun. I think she's like so good like at acrobatics, like she can do a handstand, everything. So I hope I can keep up. Yeah, I was thinking to bring you along for that. Let's go.
Daar gaan we staan. Het zijn een hele dikke boom. Kijk, wel eens bewegen in mijn ding. Oh ja. Oh, dat is ook nog wel echt een oplossing voor. Helemaal rustig.
So I just came home from our brainstorm session and it went really well. We came to a lot of ideas and yeah, we were just trying some things out. And then she said something really beautiful, that like right now we are just like all the ideas that we had, we're now just like going home and, you know, being by ourselves again. That now those were all like little seeds, because the project's also about trees, that we are now going to plant into our own little garden. And the next time when we come together, we both have our little garden that we can share with each other and appreciate each other's garden. And I thought that was so beautiful and cute. So yeah, now I'm gonna eat. I made some nochi with tofu and broccoli.
Hoeveel zit er nog op? Oh, dit is echt... Oké, ik zeg nu de volgende boek.
Yay! Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes en zo.
Oeh, hieronder is ook wel... Ik weet niet, kan er echt helemaal onder.
Zo.
Wat is dit?
Je kunt er thuis kijken, toch? Zit er zo'n chip in?
Yeah. We had another like session for our performance and it went really well. We did so much. We took pictures like of my feet, because we want to do a performance where we kind of like massage people their feet, so we had to like make a promotional photo, and then we took pictures of my feet in the water, and they turned out really well. So, and then we had to write our like open call proposal, which took a lot of work, but